and it was a bad, I don't like to talk about the story, but he waited until us got grown before he passed, before he told his grandchildren what he went through. But his daddy used to sharecrop down in Georgia. And I know many of us know about sharecropping. And if you didn't do as much as they thought you should do in a day's time, they would come to the house in the evening and get you and take you in the woods somewhere and beat you. And that's what they did with my great granddaddy. So my granddaddy, he was 14, he was just before turning 15 years old. And he said it happened to him so many times till he just couldn't take it no more. So the houses back then, a lot of houses, and we lived in several of them, they were way off the ground. It was how you could, you could go up on them and just do whatever you want. So he knew where the man lived at. And people used to have the shotguns, dad and all of them, have them over the doors, hanging over the door. So he got up about 3 o'clock that morning and got my great-granddaddy, his granddaddy, his daddy gone. And he slipped out the house. And he went where the man lived at. And he went up under his house. He knew people back then, they had a certain time in the morning they get up. Most people got up at 5 o'clock. And he get up out the house at 5 o'clock every morning. So my granddaddy got there about 3:30. He stayed right there until 5 o'clock. And he said when 5 o'clock comes, he heard when he opened the door and was coming down the steps. And he waved good. Like I said, I don't like to tell the story, but it is what it is. And so he said he waited till the man got down on the ground. And he said, caught both barrels and turn them loose. And he didn't know if the man was dead or not. But he left. He went to running, So he had his bags and stuff packed. And we had family that lived in South Carolina. So he came to South Carolina. And then his mom and daddy told him next day or two that the man died in the hospital. But sometimes it's a story. Sometimes we all get tired. And don't care, and we got some pastors here in ministries, and all of us know the Lord and love the Lord. But sooner or later, you go through so much in life, then the human part will come out. I don't care how good a person you is. As long as we in this human body, the human part will come out. And we will never be perfect in this body. We got the like I told somebody in a meeting I had the other week or two ago, I had to have a speech. We got to leave this world to live with it. So what we went back, and I also want to say this, I first of all want to thank Corey and Tom, Corey, for letting us do this in this place. I want to thank you for, I think you're doing a wonderful job. And I'm going to support you as long as the Lord let me. But it's one thing I also need to say. All white folks wasn't bad. And all white folks ain't bad today. But we had so many bad ones back in them times. So it made everybody look bad. So, but we got to be careful trying to put everybody in the same package. Because everything God made is good. God didn't make nothing bad. What we've done in our life to turn out bad, we've done it to ourselves. Everything God made was good. So he didn't make nothing bad. So we got to be very careful. And today, I see all the time that people take it out on some of these young people, the young white people, for what their ancestors done back then. That's wrong. That's wrong. Because we're gonna be held accountable for that. So we got to put the blame where the blame lies. But what you doing with this history, and I wish and I hope one day that the young people get involved with this, because they really is the one that need to know this stuff. And I'm sure if you keep on doing it, the Lord gonna bless it, and some of them gonna come in. But my life in South Carolina was not so good. But when you live there so long in that kind of life, my children and my grandchildren and my nieces and nephews, they look at me now and say, it's another male and say, how did y'all live through it? Well, after you've been doing it so long, God will make a way for you. We lived in houses where when the wind blows, Mama and them used to call it throw rugs. But when the wind blows, you can see that the wind pushes the rug in. And I don't think I'm in here by myself. We lived in some of them kind of houses. So, I look back and I tell them about that story. I said, but look what the Lord had done for y'all. Y'all didn't have to go through that. I said, but he also tell us in his word that we're going to have to go through some of that kind of stuff. And we all got to drum about it because look what Jesus Christ done for us. And look what God had he gave his only begotten son for us to have a chance to be standing right here. And he got a job for all of us. All of us got responsibility. People look at these pastors, deacons, the trustees, and all of us that hold an office in the church, and say, but no, everybody got a duty.
That's right.
And everybody got responsibility in this world.
That's right.
And so I'm just glad that the Lord kept me here to be able to tell the stories. And to be able, and I pray every day for you, Tom, for doing this. And I ask God to give you the strength. And just like Reverend David that just walked in, I pray for him. As I pray for everybody every day. But sometimes you got to pray for these pastors and ministers and people trying to help the community. You got to send up extra prayers for them. And so that's what I do for them. I tell people I pray for everybody every day of my life. I don't just pray for me and my family. Because as I stand here right now, there's somebody praying for me. Somebody somewhere in the world, they're praying for us. So we got to just keep praying, and I'm willing to do anything that I can do for you, Tom. And I thank all of y'all for being here. I love y'all, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Lord.
Next,
I don't know what you say.
Sister, Lynn, would you like to say?
I'm ready.
I know you
Don't want to say nothing, huh?
I'm a listener today.
Are you listening? Okay.
Brother Harvey?
I'm a listener. Okay.
Anybody else?
That's fine. What about you, Brother Jack?
I would like to hear a little bit about this JV baseball playing.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Okay. What about you, Dickie Pye? Okay. All right, then. Well, then we'll go back with Sister Willie Taylor. She going to share some information with us.
That's why I had to move. I can just reach out and get
I'm
some. God bless
sorry,
you.
one minute, I'm sorry. I forgot about Brother Upchurch, Brother Jimmy Upchurch, and Brother Sanders too. Let them share some remembrance of this town or growing up, either one. I'm sorry. So we're going to get right back to you.
Standing in his way, but
Hello, everyone.
JP Jesus, how about that?